The tulip season is in full swing, and that's why I'm here at Smit Flowers. Dr. Van Bloem got invited by the chairman to tell more about this wonderful flower. So please stay tuned. Did you know that over 90% of all the tulips grown nowadays are grown on water? They are grown on trays like this, with these spikes where they attach the bulb. We have this tube here in the middle, which recreates the ebb and flow system. So the grower brings in fresh water, so also fresh oxygen, and the water goes back into the system again, so it's going to be reused as well. Here we see the watering system in action. This flow, as you can see, will give extra oxygen in the water, good for the root development. The wider the roots, the better they are. So you can see this is a really healthy roots. People sometimes ask me, how long does it take to force a tulip? There are two stages of making a tulip. The first one is the bulb. A bulb the size like this will take 2 to 3 years. So that's the first stage. And then it needs a cold period. That's another half a year. They are harvested in the summer and they are grown or forced in the winter. The final stage in the greenhouse is when this bulb grows out to a beautiful long pink tulip. There are a couple of advantages of growing or forcing, as we say, tulips on water. Well, number one, it's much easier to pick the tulips. They're just on the pins and the roots are not in the soil. Number two, the flowers stay much cleaner. Because normally when you pick the flowers, the soil can fall between the other flowers which aren't picked yet. And number three, in terms of sustainability, forcing tulips on water needs an average of 1 degree lower than forcing on soil. And in the beginning of the greenhouse, they don't need a lot of light. And that's where the grower saves a lot of energy by making several layers. In fact, this grower has even 5 layers in his greenhouse. And when the flower has developed inside the stem, it is time that it gets more light. So that's when it gets back to a single layer system like we see over here. After the tulips are planted, they get an extra cooling period of around 2 weeks. That's when they develop their rooting system. After those 2 weeks, they come into the greenhouse. The coolers are very, very dark. That's why you see that the stems of the tulips are almost white. Later on, they will develop the nice green color as we see over here. A lot of people say the tulip grows towards the light, like sunflower. Sunflower even faces his flower towards the sun. The tulip has a relationship with the gravity instead of the light. How can we see this? These tulips just came out of a dark cooler. For 2 weeks it didn't know where the sun was, left, right, up, down, but still all the spikes, all the flowers are growing upwards. That can only mean one thing: they are growing the opposite way to gravity. Why do they call it forcing tulips instead of growing tulips? Let me show you. After the bulb is harvested in the summertime, there are different stages of transition inside the bulb, and the final stage is called stage G. Stage G means that the whole flower is already ready inside the bulb. So actually we can already find the whole tulip inside this bulb. Let me show you. Let me see if Dr. Van Bloem is strong enough to peel this tulip open. The bulb is like an onion, it has different rings. So peeling those rings will eventually reveal the secret. So here we see the stem of the tulip. And if we break it off, and over here we have the first leaf, which we peel off, and slowly we will come to the tulip itself. So here we have the tulip. Everything is already there: the flower leaves, the pistil and the stamens. If I take away the flower leaves, you will see the stamens, all 6 of them, fully developed, and the pistil in the middle. And that's why it's called forcing tulips, not growing tulips. Hi, did you like this video? Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Over here, or over here, or over here, or was it over here?